Welcome to Gray Reload. I'm Anthony, and the reviews were out for the RTX 4090, and this is just going to be my thoughts of some things I've thought about of this graphics card because it is a powerful graphics card. It is a big jump from where they were, and that's impressive. I haven't even looked at the prices today. I know that they're released out today, but I've been pretty busy all day today, so I haven't been home to really pay attention to this. But I'll just give you kind of some of my thoughts of what's going on here, and of on Newegg right now. It says GeForce RTX 4090 beyond fast. That's it is a fast card. I don't think it's beyond fast, right? It's fast. But the marketing here is just trying to show, hey, it's a generational leap. Now, we'll comment on price in a little bit, but I'm impressed by this overall. This is a fast card anywhere, they're saying up to like 80% faster in certain areas. I think that was Gamers Nexus. They're seeing 30 to 60 in a lot of different games and a lot of different items. So this is a powerful card. Now, I've just pulled up Newegg. Everything's sold out, so these did not stay in stock long, which okay, I can see some people wanting to go after them, but I thought that they would have been more in stock, um, more of a stock in Newegg so that they wouldn't be sold out right away. But you know, maybe I have to look at what Intel's graphics card is later to see if that one also sold out, the A770, because they're in different realms, right? Intel basically buried a launch on a day that they didn't know this at the time. I mean, you should, if you were Intel, you should have assumed at the time you were going to do this, that you're going to launch not only on the fastest graphics card, but something Nvidia really wanted to push out there. I, I still, Nvidia already announced that they're going to release this on October 12th. Why even try to compete on that same day? But Nvidia wants the fastest graphics card. Nvidia's goal is to make sure that they have all these fast graphics cards. They want to be the king of the market, and that's been their goal for many years. They want to control the market. So this card looks like that they're trying to do the same thing again. Now this isn't even the full 102 die. Still is more room for that 4090 Ti or Titan or whatever else they want to come out with. Should be fun to see. But this is, you know, not only is this a new architecture, new improvement, more 76 billion transistors. This is also a jump from Samsung's, was it 8 nanometer to the TSMC 4. So what would the 30 series be on? A lot of people said this. What would that be on TSMC 7? Right? What would that jump be? I don't think it would be as big as this jump is here today, but this is an improvement of what you get with a manufacturer that's been doing this for a lot longer than Samsung has in the manufacturing graphics cards. That's kind of the result of that. So one other big thing that was going through my head is how how would this then change as is there a is there a change in how we need to build the games for cards that are going to be this powerful? And as a software developer, right, you can go through and build software before the hardware gets there. Or you can, as hardware gets there, now we have to build something up to really push this hardware. I hope that now that this hardware's out there, we want to push software in a direction where it's going to use this. I'd love to see some games, what they are capable of. Just think of what you could do with graphics and everything else, your draw calls, your draw distances, in something so powerful like this, and really kind of turn up stuff, even down to 1080p. Now, this card really shines. It looks like in 4K, 1440p. It seems like there's some bottlenecks there as well with this card, and it's going to be interesting. Is this especially with AMD coming out with their cards, right? They have a little bit different scheduler type that they have. It's not really so much software driven like Nvidia has, but and if I recall correctly, Nvidia's driver is one that really kind of does the scheduling, and that's where it's built into. Where AMD is more card hardware based. So how do these um, determine who's going to really, be the top dog, how competitive they are, and in certain games, can AMD not see kind of a frame rate cap that some of these other cards are able to do that. So these are kind of some of the things that I've been thinking about, looking forward to doing more tests. Now, I will probably not be buying a 4090. You guys heard that I bought a used 6700 for 250. So that's kind of where I'm at. The most I've ever spent on a graphics card has been $500, and it's been hard. Maybe I'll purchase another one more expensive someday, but so far it's been hard for me to wrap my head around spending more than $500 on a graphics card. In fact, this generation that I've decided to put in was lower than my last one in terms of price, only $250 rather than $500. And I would have liked to have seen this cheaper. Now, Nvidia is justified. They're all sold out. So what does Nvidia care about what I'm saying? Now, maybe AMD is going to go into this market and do the same thing if they're all selling out like this. I have to watch these cars now for a couple days. I'd like to hope that AMD's RDNA 3 cars are going to come out cheaper. Yeah, this is going to be interesting if the cards are selling out. Now, granted, the old cards, there's a lot of them around. They're flooding the market. Is it? I can't remember when the 4080 comes out. What day that comes out. But is the 4080, is that going to stick around on shelves or not? The card that sticks around on shelves is going to kind of probably determine about where AMD is going to market and price their products. I believe the 4080 is coming out before 4080. Yeah, I think it's going to come out before AMD's release. We'll see here, but I mean that's what I'm hoping for. Otherwise, if things are just going to keep, I guess release date is November 2022. So no, AMD might announce first here. So because November 3rd, right? These are things that I've been thinking about because I'm surprised at how fast these sold out. Well, of course, I wasn't paying attention all day, so maybe I shouldn't be surprised. But AMD, right? They're going to kind of lean into that. Maybe they come in and they are going to say, "Hey, we're going to be coming a little bit cheaper." Now, AMD did have that reduction in their profits or revenue for the Q3 quarter. They put that out there to investors, about $1 billion lower, right? So maybe that they're going to gear up to maybe have them a little bit lower so they can try to make up some of that money here going into Q4 and Q1 of next year. But, this is the kind of things that I've been going through my head. Like, how is AMD going to kind of set this product up of RDNA 3 to compete not only with Nvidia, but also maximize their profit? Because that's what companies are going to do, is maximize their profits. In order to get profit, or in order to get prices to drop for consumers, you need to have a whole bunch of product that's not moving, or you need to have competition where somebody wants to undercut them. And Intel was not that for this. Overall, Nvidia came out with a great product, came out swinging, and they priced it at a high price, right? Out of my price range for a GPU at this point, or at least what I've convinced myself is out of my price range. And I guess you need the money to be able to spend to be in your price range. So yeah, it's out of my price range. But yeah, it's just hard for me to justify $1,600. Now, I do recognize that this is a fast card. If you want to go and buy it, go ahead. I wouldn't feel. I don't think that you should feel bad saying, "Oh, I'm going to spend all this money on a card." No, that's a personal choice, right? How much you want to spend on a card, go after it. If you want that performance, let's say you're 4K, want to turn everything on high and push everything to the max. This card looks really good for that. I play it only in 4K for everything, and yeah, I wouldn't mind pushing my stuff more to the max. I can't with the card I currently have, but you know, it's a it's a trade-off to other things I have to spend money on and everything else. So let me know if you've bought the card. Let me know how you like the card if you have bought the card. And if you're not going to buy the card, tell me why also in the comments below. Um, I also like to know, hey, are you looking forward to maybe some new game development, new software development that really takes a hold and pushes these cards to the max? Or maybe if it's let's say it's a new game that's coming out in development or in the next year or so, that not only punishes this 4090, but maybe makes it so that we need a new generation in order for make it to really be playable. That's what I always like those games because then it's a thing for years to come of, hey, can your game play Crisis, or can the computer play Crisis, right? So with that, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for taking the time to help support Graverload and help this channel grow. I really appreciate you guys are all the best. Till next time, God bless and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.